someone I highly respect so much, and I'm sure he has actually changed the narrative for most of us. Personally, let me speak for myself. Joshua Maponga has literally changed how I view things, you know? Often regarded as very controversial, but his school of thought has actually opened most of us' mind to be able to look at things from a different perspective. Particularly when we come to how things are happening on a day-to-day basis, particularly where Africans are concerned in as far as generational wealth is concerned. So we could not have a better person than Bishop Maponga to set the pace for us, to actually help us with a mindset shift, to prepare us to be able to receive the information that we will then be able to apply in order to get the desired results. So without wasting any further time, please give me a round of applause by welcoming Joshua. Thank you, thank you. Okay, before we start, can I please ask anybody that's sitting near the window to kindly open all the windows for us just to get some air circulation going? Okay, so thank you very much, Ndate.
Put the mic in here. No, you're going to hold it. Hello, everybody. Greetings in the house. If you can borrow me your ears for some few minutes, you'll hear what I want to do here. Then after that, I'm going to speak to us, and this meeting will start rolling in the right direction. I'm holding in my hand here a small little ancient music instrument called the mbira. I would want to sanitize the air here with some traditional music. Is that fine? Even if you say no, from where you are sitting, there's very little you can do, you know. All right, I do talking for a living, and my tagline says, for every voice, there's an invoice. Once you hear my voice, someone is paying. So make sure if you are competing with me, that whatever you are saying, you can send an invoice after that. Is that fine? Don't be present and you miss an opportunity to gather some nuggets, good information that will change your life. Since I'm a professional speaker, I will tell you up front, there's no one within the reach of my voice who is going to be the same after this conversation. Your life will change. I want to prepare you. Yeah, some of you might say, how? But just listen. open here, and open your spirit. You may just find that in life you don't need money. You needed the idea that transforms your life. Is that all right? Let's get started. Are you ready? Put your hand on your head. Say after me, this is how I think. Say, just for these few minutes, don't worry about anybody else. Just you. It's me and you in conversation. Put your hand on your head. Say after me, this is how I think. One more time like you believe it. This is how I think. Put your hand on your heart. Say it like you believe it. This is how I feel. One more time like you believe it. This is how I feel. Put your hand in your hand and say it with power. This is how I do. One more time. This is how I do. Three things you're going to spend the rest of your life doing. Number one, you're going to spend your life thinking. Using your head for processing thoughts. The head is not for cosmetic use, but for intellectual use. The cosmetic of the face must never be more expensive than the furniture of the mind. You didn't hear me? If the face is beautiful and the software is not working, hardware suffers. If a woman puts on a weave on her head for 4,500 and she is reading a newspaper for R2.50, there is something very wrong. Very wrong. Because your furniture of your mind must always be of a superior quality than the cosmetic on your face. Now, many of us want to look nice outside, but inside there is very little. You know how terrible it is to look beautiful and you are poor. Don't put on a weave you cannot afford. You confuse us. Because when we look at you, we think that ikhona lento uthi uyasondela uthola akana mali airtime, akana airtime. But ushapile hairpiece ya Peruvian 4,500. Assist man, have a good brain. Develop good quality habits of thinking. Sweep the corridors of your mind. Find something new that you don't know. Constantly be cultivating your mind. Ask the question, how does this work? Why does it like this? When was this what? Who is where? Which is where? How can I benefit? Ask good questions. You get good answers. Ladies, if a man says, I love you, don't say why. Stupid question. The right answer, the right question is where. You love me where? Because even love needs a physical address. Yes. You can't love me on Facebook and on Twitter and on WhatsApp with urumela the emoji, uthi I love you. Hey, we want the address. Show me the address. If you ask the wrong questions, you'll always get the wrong answers. In this life, use your brains for thinking. One more time, use your brains for thinking. This is how I think. And remember, the quality of your thinking affects the quality of your hardware. Some men think that their hardware is no longer working. Meanwhile, it's the software issue. Hey, you're too slow, some of you guys are. Yeah. I'll look up what you do. How are you? Let's do it. That's it. Welcome. I see the big fish walking in now. Yeah. Sharp, Musi. Well, let's settle down. I think because it's me and I have power, they are the owners of the function. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. And there's no problem. In your suits cannot be more expensive than this business. Sit down. Sit down. Is that okay? Yes, sit down. They can afford dry clean. So what's the problem? They are here to make money. So zingangola bazos washes akunjalo. Ibandla lithini? Amen. So what do we do first? We think. What do we do? Improve your thinking. Where you are living, what you are eating, the way you dress, all has to do with the way in which you look at yourself and the way you process your thoughts. Number 2, this is how I feel. So number 1, this is how I feel. One more time for those who came late. This is how I feel. So think. On another function, Muzi, on another function, I'll come and run some thinking workshops. How to think. When I was young and my grandfather would say, think. Then I would look and scratch my head because I was wondering, how do you think? But now I'm grown up. I now know how to process ideas and come up with new ideas. Number 2, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. One more time, this is how I feel. Lalela mfethu. This one is a nice one. A certain young boy received a WhatsApp message from a girlfriend, a flash. Kaufel, efelela mo. Sisi wa shapa selfie. I want you here by 6 o'clock tonight. Ha! This guy had no money, but the flash had arrived that you must arrive here at 6 o'clock tonight. The man was working, but the flash had arrived. I want you here at 6 o'clock tonight. Now come with me. He went to the boss and said, boss, something very important has come up. All right? I think on Monday when you hear someone say something important has come up, your view will be different totally. Something very, very important has come up. And we don't know what has come up, but it has come up. Important. He had no money. He took his cell phone to a pawn shop and says, hey, my chance, can you hold on to this phone? Give me some money for now. I have something very, come on, say after me. I have something very that I must attend to. He organized the money. He organized the time. And he made himself available at 6 o'clock in the evening. He arrived where he was wanted. Now, I'm not saying anything much. Let's come back to the story correctly. When your heart, come on with me. When your heart arrives first, your body will follow. You didn't hear me? When you arrive there first, the body will follow. Listen to me carefully. Passion transports effort, time, creates even wealth. Now you need to see yourself in this business. You need to create a future that you want to live in. And when you have seen what you want to become, your passion will go with your body where you want to be. Say this after me, hashtag, you cannot feature in a future you can't picture. Come on, some English right there. Some English right there. You cannot feature in a future you cannot picture. In other words, see the future first. Picture it first. Then you will feature in that future. Omunye says, hey, these days I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated at work. You are a fool. Work is not there to motivate you. Work is only helping you to make money so that you can go and spend it with the people that you love. What must motivate you is your poverty. It's an empty fridge. It is a torn shirt. It is your wife who needs a wig. It's your children who need school fees. That must motivate you. I did not fly all the way from Harare to come and motivate you. Motivate you, my foot. If you don't know where you're going, why must I waste my time trying to motivate people who don't know what they want? Ubatlaing. Then if you know what you want, we are only here as enablers to assist you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Therefore, you need to think about it. Thinking about it, that is the formula. Lalela mfethu, money is not prayer. Sorry mfundisi. Mfundisi wami. Never again pray for people to make money. There are formulas of making money. Chelede, aiklika tapelo. Tapelo, aiklisi chelede. Hey! Hey! Jesus, ana chelede. If he has money, he is corrupt because he is photocopying money in heaven and smuggling illegal money into the country, causing inflation. Ask me where is money? Ask me where is money? Ask me where is money? Money is an idea. Money is. Another man slept at night. When he woke up, Samsung. Another one slept at night. When he woke up, Apple. Another one slept at night. Woke up, Versace. Another one slept at night. Where? Vato. Slept at night. BMW. Nokia. And you sleep at night. Other people are able to dream businesses, create empires, create estates. And when all you dream about is a big dark cloud and a snake and that is chasing you, come on sis, change the quality of your dreams. Change your dreams so that when you wake up in the morning, you can say, I dreamt about it. That is vision. What is the formula of me converting my dreams into reality? Lalela, there's no witchcraft here. Witchcraft, they were asking, witchcraft are they? Oh, only those that are good in English, you will catch it. If you dream flying, you are not a witch. Wake up in the morning and say, what is the science? Is that not how we ended up with aeroplanes? Was I not in Harare this morning? Am I not here now? When they started aeroplanes go, the mother said, "Usuyahlanya ke manje." What you are talking, only witches fly. But someone was able to convert witchcraft into aircrafts. As simple as that. There is a way in which we need to apply our minds and then put our passion to drive towards what we want to achieve. And lastly, show me your hand and this is how I do. One more time. This is how I think. H number 1. This is how I. H number 2 for the heart. This is how I. H number 3 for the hand. The head, the heart, and the. Don't tell me I'm going to be successful. How are you going to be successful? Don't tell me I'm going to. How are you going to? Hey, it's in the pipeline. It's in the pipeline. Damn you. How long is the pipeline? Cut the pipe. I'll build you a house. I'll build you a house 2010. I'll build you a house. I'll build you a house 2016. I'll build you a house. I'll build you a house 2023. Hey, Njate. Build the house. Build the house. There must be a way of converting dreams and visions into practical realities. My definition of success, memorize this one, you will need it the rest of your life. Success, reduce the distance between your head and your hand. One more time. Success, reduce the distance between your and your. In other words, what you think about it, do about it. Don't just think about it and feel about it. Do about it. That's why when we are getting people married, we say I do. Come on, say after me. Say I do. You say I do. Up to now, I still don't know what they are going to do. But we ask them to. We ask them to. In other words, marriage is not a noun. Marriage is a verb. It's a what? Also, when you're coming from the wedding, you take that little piece of paper, yamruti, fold it up nicely and throw it on top of the wardrobe. Look for a two-legged piece of paper. That's where marriage is happening. Linyalo is not on paper. Linyalo is man to woman. We're going to meet and we're going to do the wedding. And me as a pastor, of course, I'm not lucky. Once in a while people come back, she's refusing to do. The husband is refusing to do. And they say, what must he do? You know, he must do. No. But the doing business is your business. So in this life, stop just thinking. Stop just feeling. Start. And when you do, in conclusion, when you do, we do. In conclusion, when you do, don't do alone. Come on, don't be selfish and conduct what I call intellectual masturbation. Don't be by yourself. Don't be selfish. Come on, we're here to talk business. This business we're talking about is not a single business. It's not an I business. It is a we business. So learn the science of doing with other people. And of most importance are your children. Hello? Show your children early how to make money. Show them well how to make money. I never felt pain like I felt this last month. I went to my mama and I said, Mama, can you buy me a Christmas present? Because she has never failed. From the time I was a young boy, every end of year, I'll have a Christmas present. I'll have shoes. I'll have trousers, nice little khaki shorts and pants, and etc. And I knew the year was over. Mommy would bring me Christmas. 6 of us. She would make sure all of us have Christmas presents. I have 2 girls now. I struggle to give them Christmas presents. Now I know how difficult it is to be a parent. What was seeming easy to your mother, now you are the mother. Surprise your children with 6 boxes of gifts and come and give me a handshake after that. But teach your children early how to. You can ask my kids at home, I don't give them pocket money. No. You read a book, you summarize it, you come and talk to me, then I pay you. Yeah? I would rather bribe you to learn than give you money for nothing. So while you are doing this business, don't make it private. Include your children. Teach them early. That's how generational wealth is created. The day when mommy dies, the day when daddy dies. Don't be like taxi drivers who just own the taxis by himself. The woman tries to look him down. Hey, I can get him a fast lap. I can get him a fast lap. No, women, here. Wait until the whole taxi guy dies. And that business dies with him. She does not even know where the permits are found. does not even know where the mechanics are, does not know how to run the drivers, does not know how to where the loans are. 2 days after the death of the husband, the bank is coming to collect their cars and what, because she has no clue of what was happening here. Teach your children, teach your husband, teach your wife, teach those that are close to you how to make money also. Remember, when you are the only one with money, you can't enjoy it because everyone wants a piece of it. But if this one's got money, this one's got money, this one's got money, this one's got money, we share responsibilities. So teaching others is freeing your money to yourself. Yes. The only one with money, I'll call the brother. He's the one who has money. The young brother also has money. The sister has money. The aunt has money. We all put $10, 10 rand each, and the job becomes easy. Teaching others makes your task easier. Come on, tell your neighbor, teach others, make your task. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how I want you to think. One more time. This is how I. This is how I. This is how I. Go home and do likewise.
Wow. Yo, who is full like me after listening to Bishop Maponga? Awesome. Before we continue, I'm please going to ask the owner of a white van with these registration numbers, HRK 337FS. If you could please move your car because it's not parked appropriately before they clamp it. Kindly make your way outside and move your car. Let me call it again. Registration HRK 337FS, and it's a white van, okay? Now, I will be doing injustice if I do not honor the person who I call the man of the moment, because we are gathered here because of this one particular person. One man said yes to hyphenation, and the nation was impacted. And you can simply see by the magnitude of the volume that we have of the people here. So, Baba Benjamin Masako, we honor you and we appreciate you. Thank you very much for your presence. Okay. Awesome. Now, Bishop Maponga said something very crucial, which is actually tying up to the reason why we are here. And I'm sure all of us have heard it. He said, you cannot feature in a future, you cannot picture, right? He also further said, you need to have an idea. You need to have a why. There's a reason why we are here, because we've got goals. And now here's a beautiful thing. We are not just here because we do not have an idea. We've got goals. And most importantly is we've got what works. We've got what works, and we can see. I don't have to justify that. We can see it. And before you can actually hear all about it, it's very important for us to set the foundation for you so that you understand. Those of us who are already part of this beautiful nation, citizens of hyphenation, trust me, we think we know, but we don't know. We think we know, but we don't know. And every time we come together, we go away with something. And I'm going to call now my grandfather in the business, Coach Njivas, to come and lay the foundation for us for hyphenation.
The only thing she forgot to mention is that she's inviting the shyest person in the universe. Because of that, I think I deserve a round of applause just for being able to come and stand. Nibahle. You are beautiful, good people. Just look around and see what is happening in this hall. It looks like a chaos, but a clear evidence that this is it. Are you with me, good people? A clear confirmation that we have got it right in the beginning of 2023. I was shy, Lizandla. Friends, our program, we want to keep it very short. I will just share a little bit about the concept. That's all we want to know. Listen to this. If somebody is coming to me with any opportunity, there are two most important questions that come to mind. One, how do they make money? If it's a good business, how do they make? Bayenza kanjani imali? Ngoba ndiyanibona nimanxeba kade ndliwa. You are full of scars. You have lost money a lot in the process of trying to make more money. I am aware of that. That is why I say the most important question to answer this afternoon. How is Hypernation making money? The second question, how sustainable is that method? Are you with me? How sustainable is that system they are using? If we are able to answer these two questions convincingly, I promise you, you will walk tall. You will know that you've got it. But the last funny question, why then are we invited to be part of this? Why are they recruiting people? Are we together, good people? If they've got a system, but why are they recruiting people to be part of the project? I just want to appeal to those who are outside, good people, to just do us a favor. They may not be hearing nicely as they are outside, but respecting those who are inside, I promise you it will add so much value even to their people. Well, I don't have to introduce myself. I'm originally from Bizana, where leaders are born. So, Bizana is in the Eastern Cape. That's where Oliver Tambo comes from. Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela is coming from. That's where Nelson Mandela found a wife. You know, that's Bizana for you. So if you want to be a leader, I will give you a plot that side. I promise you, you will be a leader. But today, I want to share with you what we call Hypernation Foundation. Who is Hypernation? Who is Hypernation? You will notice that some of the things that I will share with you will be quite complicated for you to understand. But as I say, I will be taking only a few slides. This organization has been incorporated in December 2021. Remember, we've got people who have been part of the industry, blockchain technology, for many, many years. From inception, they positioned themselves and they started to make money in the blockchain space. They occupied every single corner of the industry. But that comes with successes and failures. But the word fail to me is an acronym. First attempt in learning. These people started to make money in the blockchain space from early as 2009. And in some of the projects they have been running, they were able to pick up some challenges. As a new industry, remember, it will have challenges and some changing things I remember years back when we're more excited about what we call Bitcoin mining. Some people would say I was scammed. And when you check really and closely what happened, the person wasn't scammed. But because of the changing business environment, the business collapsed. Think about this. If you remember public phones, Vodacom containers, green containers, you remember those? Some people didn't position themselves in time when people started to run that kind of business. When Vodacom announced that we can't continue giving you the rates we're giving you, because now we have to compete in another level. Yes, cell phones, right? That business collapsed. It wasn't a scam. But now, to make a call was a thing of the past. Are you with me? Now, founders of Hypernation, they have studied the industry, the entire industry, blockchain and metaverse space, learning from their own experience of things they have done, and they said, now is the time to bring something out of this world. And they did without fail. You will see just now some of the technologies they have introduced. Hypernation is a virtual world, good people. It is a virtual world. They are bringing the world together right here in the metaverse ecosystem. And these guys have decided to develop quite an exciting program that offers you and I an opportunity to benefit equally. If I do what is required of me, regardless of where I'm coming from, I will make what you're making if you are doing exactly what I'm doing. Are you with me, good people? We call it UBI, Universal Basic Income. They want to make it a point that these citizens of this nation are all benefiting from this new ecosystem in the financial industry. Are we still together, good people? But I think what is more important is to share with you some of the things Hypernation has developed. They have created an amazing structure globally. And they are not just a money game scheme, but they are a proper business. They have got representation all over the world. We are already having about 8 regions. In our region here, we call it Southern African region. We are represented. We've got the main guy, Mr. Ben Masego, who is leading in this space and assisting the company, communicate with the company. Any new developments and contributions needs to be done by ourselves as well within the system, through voting system and all that, voting mechanism that has been created. This is not just a thing. We've got a proper structure. I am deputy to King Ben Masego, and we are looking forward, guys, to bringing quite exciting projects in the space. But what is more exciting to me is to look at the things company has developed. They own their own net. Remember, this is a new space, good people, right? I mean, you need your own net, like Vodacom has got their own internet, their own system, MTN as well and so forth. They have got their own as well in the blockchain space. What they have created is amazing. They own their own cross-chain technology. They are not outsourcing. It is theirs. They are developers. They've got blockchain indexing protocol as well, which is not something that is from other companies. It has been developed by them, and also address-based a system when it comes to making transactions. There is quite a number of things talking about ecosystem. Already, there are some coins, there are some tokens. Remember, Bitcoin was the very first cryptocurrency in the world. Right? It was the first cryptocurrency in the world. Let me explain this because I heard this thing of hearing people saying, "Ushoni, mina, I once joined Bitcoin. I don't want anything to do with Bitcoin." Yeah, too. I joined Bitcoin. Kubani and I know Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin, good people, is money. Right? The first digital currency was Bitcoin, followed by others. And there's always a technology behind each cryptocurrency. When Bitcoin was introduced, it was introduced as a payment system, right? In other words, the technology behind it is a system of transacting, exchanging value, right? Ethereum followed as well with a powerful backup system or technology, which is smart contract. We are moving away from a system of writing those contracts down, and I steal that contract and destroy it. When we load it on the blockchain, it becomes smart contract. But I need a coin called Ethereum. Now, look at our company now. They have developed some powerful tokens which are being used, in fact, in this new system, especially Metaverse technology. We are right at the forefront of the most powerful thing that has been developed by the company. Hypernation token is one of those. It is taking the world by storm. I heard other people panicking, saying it's going down. Come on. Would you be upset if you go to Pick and Pay and you find testing rice dropped by 50% and walk around complaining, hey, something is bad. What is bad? Testing rice has dropped by 50%. Singavele sibone ukuthi intamba safika hle paraffin. You will never complain for that. Instead, even if you had purchased a 10 kg of rice yesterday, you would go back running to buy 4 bags because there is a promotion. Are you with me, good people? Now, we've got a powerful ecosystem that has been developed. This Hypernation token and also Hyper Wallet token. These are just some of the things that company has developed. We want you guys to understand these things. How does the company operate? Because companies that are doing these things are making a lot of money, believe me. If you think about a company that brings technology, brings a certain coin or token, if I set a protocol that I will have 2 billion of these coins, then I release only a quarter to the public. Remember, a contributing factor to the rising value of these currencies is demand. When there's a high demand created by the few that has been released, what's going to happen to the coin? It goes up. Who is owning the most number of coins? It's the company, it's the organization, and its citizens as well. Are we together, good people? So our 2023, I promise you, I don't want to say will be, it is the best year ever. There are people, yes, by utilizing the ecosystem that has been developed, there are people already who have earned more than your annual income in the past 21 days. I'm not joking, good people. There are people who have earned. In fact, let me come closer to the truth. There are people who have already earned your retirement package in the past 21 days. Because of the ecosystem that has been developed by the foundation. And one of exciting things these guys have done is that they are busy right now developing a public blockchain. They have managed to spot some of the challenges in the blockchain system, and they have improved that. We'll be operating in our... But try to do your due diligence, but be careful. There are people out there who are so negative. You know, cynicism is a disease. The moment you open your mouth, but there is something very exciting. They say, hey, wait a bit, be careful of these things. That's all they know. They will never come to you with a legit something that will change your life. Are you with me, good people? The presentation that will follow will actually show you exactly how do we participate and benefit from the ecosystem that has been created by Hypernation Foundation. Allow me, good people, to stop right here, but this is just a tip. This is to say to you, this is it. It's not just a money game scheme, but it's a proper business that generates money on daily basis, if not every second. I thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, thank you. Indeed, we are led, good people. You know, like I said, even for us who've been with Hyper for quite some time, every time our phenomenal leaders stand here, we learn something new. And we are truly grateful that we've got phenomenal leaders like Coach Njivas who invest their time in making sure that we're not just here crowded just to understand how to make money, but to understand the depth of the company through which we're making money. Okay? So money is just a byproduct. So it's very important for us to understand who we are associated with in our journey of financial freedom, to make sure that it is sustainable and to make sure that we pass on the right message. Okay? So now, without wasting any further time, we have found the foundation. Now we understand exactly how huge Hypernation is, okay? And all of us cannot wait. If you are new, you cannot wait, I'm sure, to understand why we are so excited, why we've gathered from all different regions. And Coach Njivas has also touched on some very uncomfortable and inconvenient truths about how some of us, and I felt like he was talking about me when he spoke about those of us who used to make, I get hurt when I think about this. I was in corporate for a good 14 years as a senior HR manager for one of the biggest retailers, Pick n Pay. I worked there for 14 years. I joined Hyper in April 2021. In the first 6 months of the business, believe you me when I say I had made what was equivalent to 14 years. So when you hear about these stories, they are not just stories, they are facts. So we are now going to actually give you an opportunity to understand exactly how we get to leverage from this exponential organization that we have partnered with, which is Hypernation, that enable us to leverage from it and to be able to meet our different needs based on our different goals, based on our different whys. We do not create hype. We talk the truth, we give you facts. So all I'm asking for you to do now is to empty your cup. Empty your cup. A lot of us come from environments where we've been hurt before, okay? Some of you are still disappointed by some of the failures of the organization that we are with. But you need to appreciate one thing. For a company to continue to grow, they need to adapt, they need to evolve, which is exactly what Hypernation did, okay? So all you need to do is to understand where we were, where we are, and how do you position yourself so that you can leverage from what the company is giving you, okay? And we have none other than my brother, my father in the business, my business partner who dragged me and said, Wena, I am not letting you go. Whether you like it or not, I am not asking you. We've got a lot of work to do. And I appreciate you, my brother, for not giving up on me. Because of that, we have been able to help so many people, and we are still going to continue to help a whole lot of people. And thank you for your servanthood and your dedication together with all the leaders that are here. It is through you that there is such massive adoption. And we have not even scratched the foundation yet. So position yourself, empty your cup, and unlearn what you've learned before and be willing to learn, receive. Like Bishop said, you don't just think about something, you do it in order for you to see the results. So take the information that you are receiving today and be in a position to make informed decision. Make informed decision, but don't do a due diligence for too long, guys. Money is not in the due diligence. You will learn as you earn. Okay? We have a winning formula. We've got a goose that has laid the golden eggs already, and it continues to lay the golden eggs. Just find someone close to you who has that winning formula and work with them and run. Okay? So leadership, Thokozani, my brother, thank you so much. Please take over and break it down for us. Thanks, my brother.
Yo. 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 Walamba Satan. Wasuta Jesu. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. How are you doing? Are you good? Please do not be too serious. I'm a very shy person naturally, like my dad here. This is my sponsor in the business. This is my father. I'm also very shy in nature. So please do not be too serious. Put smiles on your faces. What we have said, like my sister here, is that we have found a goose that has already laid the golden egg. All we have to do is to fill our bags and change the lives of our loved ones. Are we together? I want to take this time again to greet you. My name is Thokozani Mkhonza, a proud citizen of Hyper Nation in good standing. Let me do this, sorry. Do this. Okay, perfect, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, empty your cups, empty your vessels. Mine is very simple. I always say, I thank God that I'm surrounded by people who are more intelligent than I am. I'm just riding on their shoulders, and I appreciate each and every one of you. But Masego, thank you very much. Coach Luke, my business partners who are sitting here. Leadership Luke says that if it happens in your journey that you come across people who are more intelligent than you, don't compete with those people. Find a way to learn and to work with them. You can become a multi-millionaire by playing second. We are not competing here. We are complementing one another. Are we together? I studied at Tshwane University of Technology, completed my studies in 2007. My first employer was Department of Water Affairs and Forestry. I worked for them for a period of 5 years, left Water Affairs. My last employer was the SABC. Whilst I was still employed, I did other things on the side. I was selling property, I was in real estate. I never believed in living on a salary. Many would attest that life becomes very difficult when all the debts that you are having are taken from your salary. We need streams of income. Are we together? By God's grace, when COVID started, a whole lot of people lost their jobs. A whole lot of people were retrenched. A whole lot of people had salary cuts. If I was only relying at the SABC for income, and should it happen that I was retrenched, my life would have come to a standstill. I'd be miserable. So what I'm trying to say is that keep your income options open. Do not rely only on one income stream. Are we together? The opportunity that we have here is called the Hyper Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, like Aus Dimpo has said here, that which we used to get per annum. In fact, I was a sourcing specialist. That which we used to get per annum, this business has shrinked it into a period of 30 days. So this is a business that collapses time. If you are willing to learn, if you are teachable. Are we together? But Masego, sengwazi ukuthi ngilala upstairs. Let's not waste time. Welcome to Hyper Nation. But before we start, it's very important to touch on the disclaimer. We are all adults in this room. We understand that business comes with risks. It is therefore very much imperative that we take calculated risk at all times. Let us become responsible adults. Ne? If there is a need to consult relevant financial experts, let it be the case so that you make informed decisions. Are we together? So, this is a Hyper Nation, ladies and gentlemen, our virtual universe. You know that Facebook has changed name. They are now called Meta. This is where the world is going. We are going to operate, we're going to do business in a virtual universe. So this is our virtual universe where you and I are given an opportunity to become entrepreneurs in this virtual universe and earn for ourselves a universal basic income by just becoming engaging citizens within this Metaverse platform. Are we together? Our strategy partner is Hyper NFT. So you can't come into the platform without coming here. This is where you pass. This is your license. This is your passport. You must buy yourself an NFT. A once-off 120 US dollars gives you this NFT. When you have this NFT, you can then come into Hyper Nation and become an entrepreneur, do business. Are we together? You can't come into this virtual world without buying yourself this NFT. A once-off $120 gives you this NFT. And when you have this NFT, you are given an opportunity to get your money to work for you, right? Number two, you are given an opportunity to go out there and help others earn this universal basic income. Are we together? So the company says, citizens of Hyper Nation will reap up to 3x rewards of their principal sum on a rate of up to 0.7% per day. Note this, the company is not saying 0.7%. It is saying up to 0.7% a day. Are we together? We have those who are getting 0.38, 0.55, 0.62, 0.7. We're going to do more trainings. You will understand the dynamics behind that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the company says when you have a minimum of 400 USDT, you get an opportunity to buy yourself a welfare package, right? That is the minimum. Your 400 HND or USDT will become 1,200 at a rate of up to 0.7%. We've got the social welfare, which is $1,200. Your $1,200 will become $3,600 at a rate of up to 0.7%. And we've got the financial welfare, which is $4,800. Your $4,800 will become $14,400 at a rate of up to 0.7%. So you are not limited to these three welfare packages. You can buy in multiples of 400. Let's say you have 800. That's 2 multiplied by 400, right? You can buy in multiples of 1,002. You can buy in multiples of 4,800. The company says, as and when you have 50 US dollars, USDTs, from the rewards that you are getting on a daily basis, you've got two options. Option number one is to withdraw. That is our minimum withdrawal. Option number two is to put it back in the system. When you put it back in the system, you are deploying it to do more work for you, right? We call that rebuys. Your rebuys will also give you up to 0.7% until they triple. So here I simply brought it into our native currency, South African rands, because I understand the audience, at times dollars, unokuba i-miscall. Niyazi miscall angithi. So the minimum package is 7.5 plus minus. We've got 22, we've got 88, so you will get your 3x up to 0.7% on daily basis. Is it clear? So Warren Buffett says, if you do not find a way to make money whilst you are sleeping, you will work until the Lord remembers you. I'm being polite, Ibil. Yena, he says you'll work until you die. I'm not going to touch on this. It has already been touched on. Part number 2 of the business, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely optional. You are not forced to go out there to get people to join your business for you to start receiving rewards. By virtue of buying yourself an NFT, which is $120, and buying a welfare package of your choice in accordance with your risk appetite, you enjoy up to 3x rewards, right? So the company says you will get rewarded for helping other people become citizens of Hypernation. If you are not going to keep this opportunity to yourself, you go out there, you will be rewarded greatly for helping others to become citizens of Hypernation. So these are the reward systems that we have in Hypernation. Number 1, we have the citizen referral reward. We've got the ranking reward, and we have the equality reward. Ladies and gentlemen, you see here, you see these 3 rewards systems of the company. If you were to say to me right now, let us go to Dubai on Tuesday, I am not going to say, scratch my head and think and say, give me time and whatnot. We go to the internet, we check the flights. We book the flights and we leave. That is the freedom that this company can give you. Do you understand? That is the freedom that the company can give you. Ladies and gentlemen, the first one is the citizen referral reward. We do not have a binary here. It's a unilevel system. Unilevel, in simpler terms, means every person that you refer will become your first generation. Are we together? Every person that you refer will become your level number 1. When the people you have referred go out there and tell their friends and families, their friends and families will become your level 2. When your level 2 goes out then tells their friends and families, it will be your level 3. It goes up to 20 levels deep. And the most powerful thing about this concept, ladies and gentlemen, is that it's a residual. It's not a once-off commission. I mean, we are networkers, we've been in the space for quite some time, right? It's not a once-off commission. For as long as the people you have invited are getting rewarded on a daily basis, you get rewarded. Can you believe that I'm still getting rewarded for the people that I told about the business last year in July? I will be rewarded for as long as they are still getting their rewards. It does not stop. It only stops when they stop receiving their rewards. That is the power of this business. Are we together? So on your level 1, you get 20% of what they are getting. On your level 2, you get 15% of what they are getting. On your level 3, you get 10% of what they... Let me make a practical example. Where's my sponsor here? Where's my sponsor? Where's my sponsor? Oh, he went out. I bought myself a $10,000 package. $10,000 is plus minus 180,000 rands. I'm doing a practical example. That's the risk appetite that I have. Ne? I thank God I was not born scared of jumping into life's opportunities. I bought $10,000. On daily basis, I get 0.7%. That is about, how much, Coach Luke, is $10,000? I've forgotten, Chief. $70. My sponsor is getting 20% of $70 on daily basis. Do you understand? Apart from that, I have started sharing the opportunity with other people. Listen, whatever that I'm receiving from building my business, my sponsor is getting 20% of that in total. So even if we can fight, he'll forever love me. Will you hate a person that you, it's not going to happen that. Ne? That is the power of this business. It's a residual income. Are we together? So the company says you can only receive up to 3 levels deep if you have not ranked up. The moment you hit a rank, you unlock more levels. Are we together? The moment you rank up, you unlock more levels. Let me do this. So say this is you. You tell me about the business. I'm your level 1. Whatever package that I buy, you get 20% of that. I tell Peter about the business. Whatever Peter buys, you get 15% of what he's getting every single day. We've got ranks in the business. We've got a number of leaders here who have ranked up. They know that when you become a V1, it's an extra 0.5% on top of what you are getting, right? On your citizen referral reward. When you become a V2, it's an extra 1%. When you become a V3, when you become a V7, it's an extra 15% of your citizen referral reward. It does not stop. It only stops when they stop receiving rewards, right? So when it comes to the ranks, the person with the highest sales volume does not count. All the other ones you would have referred, including their business partners, they count when it comes to the ranking rewards. And say you are a V4 and you have a business partner who's a V3, you will get the difference in referral rewards, right? We've got more training. I'm not going to dwell much on this, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the cherry on top. The company says, when you grow in the business and you become on the same level with your business partners, it's a cherry on top. You get an extra 1% of what your business partners are making every single leadership. Where did I put it? Oh, it's there. Sorry. See, I'm sweating. Thank you. So whatever your business partners are making on daily basis, you get an extra 1% of what they take. Gone are the days, ladies and gentlemen, where one will get to the top and vanish from the face of the earth. We have, when people think they have arrived and they disappear from the face of the earth, they are no longer available to take calls, assist their business partners and all of that. Once you do that here, you will be downgraded. The company forces you to teach your business partners to get to where you are. If you are not going to do that, you will be downgraded. So you are not eating alone here. You're going to eat with your business partners. You are not going to desert your business partners. Are we together? So the company says, your contribution points will affect the rise and the fall of your national level. So you must contribute by adding value to the growth of the organization and to the development and the growth of your business partners. Are we together? So this is how you will earn these contribution points. In a nutshell, we've got these NFTs that we are selling. When you sell NFTs, when your business partners buy welfare packages and they've binded their NFTs to your token ID, you earn contribution points. Let me simplify it. You tell me about the business, I buy an NFT, I bind it to you. I buy a $10,000 package. You earn 10,000 contribution points. And those 10,000 contribution points are only valid for how many days? For 45 days, after which they expire. Why are they doing that? They are doing that so that we can have a system that is self-sustainable and that will push us for a long period of time. Are we together? So this is how you hit the ranks in the business. For you to become a V1, you must have made sales worth $50,000. And your own contribution must be 8,000 points, right? For you to become a V2, you must have made sales with $100,000 and your contribution must be 16,000. For you to get to V7, you must have made sales worth $5 million. How much is $5 million in South African rands? How much is $5 million in South African rands? I'm exposing somebody now. How much is that? That is 80 million. 86 million in South African rands. Ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody in our midst. Let me continue. So, how does it work? What is the mechanic? Number one, you buy yourself a green box, an NFT, a once-off $120. Then you buy a welfare package of your choice, and you enjoy up to 0.7% until you get your 3x. Ne understand that? Number two, the company says going out there and referring others is absolutely optional. But when you refer, when you share the business with other people, ladies and gentlemen, it collapses times. Instead of having your 3x over a long period of time, you can 3x in 30 days, you can 3x in 2 months, you can 3x in just 3 weeks, others in a week. You put your $10,000 today, after 3 weeks, your $10,000 is $30,000. It's happening. Why? Because you are sharing the business with other people. You are helping others to earn a universal basic income. Are we together? I have come to the end of the presentation, leaders. We've got leaders who have made sales worth $50,000. You can see, the glow you can see. The glow. Ngicela usisi Nomcebo aphakamisa isandla nje athi ubabingelele. Uthi abomamlizi nje bathi abaphakamisa izandla ngiyababona nje abo leaders amaningi abomthiyani nje bathi bapha abomthiyani bathi nje abomthiyani. These are the viewers. These are people who were invited to a meeting like this. They loved what they saw, they jumped into life's opportunities, and today they are glowing. Are we together? Some of the V2s, please don't take it, don't be offended if I don't call you. It's just too many of us here. Ne? Some of the V2s here who, have made sales with $100,000. Bo leadership, faith ngiyababona la. Mandla nduna madoda ngiyambona la. Leadership, Scary Spice, all the way from Gqeberha. Other people took flights to be with us. Where's Scary Spice? Scary Spice ngicela uthi. Leadership Kanye ngiyambona naye ngapha all the way from PE. Abosisanda ngiyababona ngapha, a number of leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's doable. The very first female in the African continent. The very first female in the African continent to become a V3. Leadership Ralda, can you please come here, leadership? Can you please come here? I'm gonna give her 2 minutes of her time, ne? 2 minutes of the time, right? She is new in network marketing. It's her first attempt in network marketing. I always say that if you are hungry enough, you'll always find a way. Excuses aside, if you are hungry enough. Leadership Rala, just 2 minutes of your time, leadership. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. I am your lovely babe, Swama HND, the one and the only Ralda Ndlovu, a whole V3 in this business, Hyper Nation. I don't want to waste so much time. Guys, it is doable. I came into this community November 2021, brand new to blockchain cryptocurrencies, never had anything called an NFT or even the Metaverse, but look at me today. You are sitting there today thinking, mina ngazi lutho ngama crypto, it's doable. Get in, open your heart, be willing to learn. It is doable. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Where is Schofield here? Awa, bafethu, awa. Schofield. Awa. But leadership Schofield is a V3 in the business. One gentleman with passion, big heart for the people, a servant leader. Leadership, we are learning a lot from you. We appreciate you. Please share with us, just 2 minutes. How does it feel to become a V3?
Ayeye Hyper Nation, ayeye! Ayeye Hyper Nation, ayeye! Hey, ngibona abanye bathukile, abanye baphakamisa izandla, abanye abafisi. Ngiyabonga. Thank you very much, Bitcoin Debt, for such a wonderful presentation. Okwami kufishane, angazi ngathini. But I just want to sing, just 30 seconds. And that song has a message for everything, for our chain. Who can sing with me? The song says, I just want to say this. Now I believe and I declare my life will never be the same again. The second line will say, after today, my life will never be the same again. Now I believe and I declare my life will never be the same again. Sing with me. Now I believe and I declare my life will never be the same. I believe, now I believe and I declare my life will never be the same again. After today, my life will never be the same again.
Boshendeko. Awusifake emoyeni mfethu. Awuyasukela mfethu. Nathi singamakarati phela esontweni. Asukela le ndoda. Leaders, amongst us here, we are having leaders who have already made sales worth $1 million. And it happened in a very short space of time. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2.5 months, if not 3 months. Sales of $1 million. My brother, Coach Lux, can you please step forward? Okay. Oh, he's coming. He's gonna give it to you. He's gonna give it to you proper, ne? He's made sales worth $1 million. We are blessed to have you, Coach Lux, in the community. We are learning a lot from you. We really appreciate you. I always say that you've contributed immensely in my growth in this organization. You know very well. And I wouldn't have become who I am today if it wasn't part of your contribution together with your business partners. We really appreciate you a lot, my king. And with that being said, we are surrounded by amazing leaders like Abu Ausdimpo, Abu Masweta, and many other leaders here. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't your contributions, all of you. There's a saying that goes like, if you want to go, please help me with English. If you want to go far in love, you go alone. If you want to go further, you go with others. We are because of others, ladies and gentlemen. and we are not taking it for granted. We're gonna start with our Zoom calls throughout the year. Are we together? Where's my dad in the business? Where's my father? Oh, he's busy outside. He's another gentleman who has made sales worth over $1 million. My coach, oh, he's outside. It's my sweets at that one. He's made sales worth over $1 million. Another 7 leader. We all know Coach Njivas. My coach, I'm sure you can hear the sound of my voice. I appreciate you a lot. In absentia, Coach Butle, who's also a V4, has made sales worth over $1 million. Ubaba Garalda ke lo, mkhulu Garalda in the business. It's your grandfather in the business. Oh, Mr. Butle Mqinwa. And we have the one and only. The one and only King Ben. The gentleman who said yes to this business opportunity. Baba, we thank you very much for saying yes to this opportunity. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have known a taste of financial freedom leadership. We really, really, really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Imanjalo Baba. Ladies and gentlemen, $5 million worth of sales. Bab Masego, mina sengiqedile ngepresentation. Ladies and gentlemen, get back to the person who invited you here and get started. Jump into life's opportunities. A whole lot of people spend their time doing this. Thinking, doing due diligence. Doers are the winners of the world. With that being said, my leadership, thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Leadership Thokozani. That was an awesome, sweet, and to the point presentation. I just want to see with a hand up, how many of us are new, seeing this information for the first time today? Wow, okay. Personally, I believe that you have received sufficient, not enough, because I said there can never be a time where you've said you've gathered all the information you need. I believe that the information that you've received today is sufficient to help you make informed decisions about whether you are joining Hypernation or not, okay? Now, as Leadership Thokozani said, please do get back to the person who invited you today, and they will be in a position to hold your hand and to show you how to get started. And for those of us who are already in Hypernation, if you still had 1 foot into the business, I just wanted to remind you of one thing. Nothing in life lasts forever. That's the inconvenient truth we don't want to hear, okay? And that has got to do with whether a company is sustainable, whether it's whatever you think. But even us, none of us know how long we'll be here on this earth. So it's very important for us to take decisions in a timely manner. Because you can receive the information, but if you do not do anything with the information that you have received, you will not reap the rewards, okay? So Leadership Thokozani has already mentioned that our Coach Lux, generated millions of dollars already within his structure, and he is the best person to talk to us about the strategies that are going to enable us to be open-minded and to see how we can also compress the time frames to be able to get the results that they are getting. We do not have to reinvent the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a winning formula. We've got willing and capable leaders who are constantly serving and are always there for us. All we do is copy and paste. So let's welcome Coach Lux, who's going to give us those strategies now.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much. Molweni. Good afternoon, everybody. Now, before I start, can we just spend a few seconds showing gratitude to this industry that is called in network marketing? Can we just give it a round of applause? Now, the reason I say that before we start with and continue with Hypernation, it is because I have never seen an industry that does not discriminate against age, race, and gender, and your background more than I've seen in this industry. And in fact, to top it all off, I was doing a study looking at other industries that are available for us to create wealth in, and I'm looking for things that are better than what we have over here. Then I discovered and saw that this industry in network marketing has produced the most millionaires, only second to sport. Now, to top it all off, here in our own country, I haven't seen any sport that has empowered women to have an opportunity to become millionaires than what this industry has done. So, with that being said, I just want you to know and understand, if you are new here, that you are in the right place at the right time. All right? Now, let's get on to business. Before I start my session, please, on your seats that you're sitting in, please virtually fasten your seatbelts. If awuyoyiki imali, then you're okay. We can go ahead. But if you're afraid of the numbers of imali, then you better fasten your seatbelts. So, what I'm going to do in my session, Leader Thokozani's session, some of you may have found it technical. Now, what I do, I break down and simplify everything so that I can explain it in a grade 1 level. Okay? Now, some people over here, mhlawumbi bashaywa sisingesi, right? But there is one language that is universal to everybody. Your language here? So, mna ndizothetha ngemali. All right? I want you to be able to see. I'm going to be able to break it down to you that if you take 10,000 rands of your own money, this is what's possible. Okay? So as you leave home and someone is asking you questions about what was presented here, do not try to explain anything. But you, because you were here, you will understand very well that if ndikupe 20,000 rand, nansi mali noyenza in a space of unyaka, 3 months, 6 months, or whatever the case may be. All right? So, uzomka ucacelwe. All right? So, what I'm going to do here is to show you how you can create for yourself total passive income for yourself. All right? Now, you get passive income, and then you get end income. So, phakwe emsebenzini, you have to trade your time to get imali. All right? So, over here, I'm going to show you how you could take a percentage of what you are earning from your end income so that you can start creating yourself here a cash flow, passive income. All right? Now, before we start, I have a little disclaimer. As Thokozani has mentioned in his disclaimer that we are all adults, we are all entrepreneurs. So the projections that I'm going to use in my session are not of hypernations. I just happen to have a very strong technological background and a very strong mathematical and accounting background. I love numbers. You can ask me, ukuthi ungenza malini na in 3 months, 6 months in my sleep, ungixelele bozongena ngamalini, I will tell you. So what I do is I usually find and take complexity and remove it out of a compensation plan and simplify so that nabani na bangakwazi we understand. All right? So that's what we're going to do here. All right? Now, we have 3 standard packages, 3 citizen welfare. I'm going to start with the small one. Now, I don't want people to be offended because I usually give these packages some names. All right? This one, oyibona la, igama layo ngufudwazana. Now, if you are an owner of ufudwazana, please don't take it into heart. You can always top up. You arrange, the same way you did to get that 400 H&D package. No, it pays. But like a normal tortoise, it is moving forward. It is just the time it gets to the destination. All right? So if you are an owner of ufudwazana, your thing that you must have in heart is patience. Okay? So there are these rebuy strategies that I'm going to discuss here today. These rebuy strategies are a feature that is provided by the company that allows us to grow or create or build our wealth within the system. All right? So what will happen is that as you are earning every day, nje ubuhola usuku nosuku, once you reach 50 H&D or $50 worth of earnings, you are able to take that 50 H&D and buy another package. Okay? It's called rebuy. Now, you do that once, then you do it twice, and then all of a sudden, every time you do it, your capital that is working for you within the system, it just keeps growing. All right? Now, this is where it matters. Okay? Now, when I sit one-on-one business meetings with people, the meeting does not start without you giving me an income goal. Okay?
you need to have your income goal. Before we go ahead, you need to know how much do you want to earn, maybe as a sideline income or as an extra income to what you already have. You need to know that before the meeting starts. Once you know your income goal, then you need to have a duration of when do you intend to earn this money. And then once you have those two things, the third one is, now, tell me, out of the 3 packages that I'm about to show you, which one do you think is going to get you to those dreams quicker? All right? Now, what Hypernation has done to us is give us a system. It is a system that is able to multiply our money. All right? Now, on these projections, you have done rebuys just for 3 months. And then after 3 months, we stop rebuy. Just as an example, okay? Now, on that business meeting that we have, you and I, remember that when we sit these meetings with our people, some people want to know, when can I get my initial back? All right? We have different risk profiles. Someone wants to get their money back as quick as they can so they can be left with free money. And then someone else, they have time. They don't mind to rebuy for as long as they can. But I want you to leave here understanding that you can work towards that goal as your first goal. I'm going to plug this money in. Then I'll be able to get it back. Then I'll be able to grow it further, knowing I am completely risk-free. Okay? Now, if you had rebuy for 3 months, your 400 H&D would have grown to 700. That is your working capital. That's almost double. Okay? Now, someone is asking, now what does that mean in rand value? Now, here is me telling you that, okay, if your working capital has grown to 700 and you want to know what are you getting or what could you get in a monthly basis, projections-wise, plus minus, okay? That will be plus 2,500, plus minus 2,500. So this person started with 7,500 rands, okay? Then I said, okay, you've done your rebuys for 3 months. I know you're scared. I know you don't like to take risk. So I'm giving you a solution where you can start collecting your money back. So in this case, you could use month 4, month 5, month 6, collecting 2,499. And that will give you what? 7,500. Then you can work the rest of this business risk-free. Okay? Some of us sit meetings with people that want to start with R1 million, 2 million. Now I'm going to usayina abantu abanjalo. Okay? Now, I just gave you a solution where you can rebuy for 3 months, allowing your initial capital to grow, then start collecting for 3 months so that you can get your initial back. All right? Now, let's say now, thanks. So now let's say after that period of 3 months, you decided that you want to rebuy further for another 3 months. So, a total of 6 months worth of rebuys. Your 7,500 is now making you possibly plus minus 4,640. Okay? Now, this Futwazana package. It is starting to become a hen. Mr. M. Hyman. All right? Now, that package that you started with 7,500 is now giving you. All right. Okay. Sorry, just distraction. There are cars that are blocking the way out. I'm just going to name the registration so that you can please walk out and move your car for those that want to go out. The first car is JRD 845MP. Second car, KHZ 440MP. Third car, KJK 750MP. And then the fourth car is VGX 088GP. Kosimphat. Okay? Now, I like to work with scenarios. Okay? So let's say in the current moment, you have kids, you have grandkids, and you are paying their school fees. Okay? They are all relying on your salary for school fees. Now, the solution for that, if you can copy and paste what I already use, my kids, I started them on the Futwazana packages. They're very young, okay? And upon the rebuying for consistent amount of time, yes, with a bit of top-ups here and there, has enabled me to no longer pay any school fees for any kid that resides in my home. All right? Now, remember, in your first year or current situation, everything that is expense-based is relying on that one paycheck. That is why at first you thought you had money, now all of a sudden, what's happening with this money? You get paid now, in the next 2 days, that money is gone. Okay? But using this as an example, you started buying packages for your kids. And they have all the time. All you're doing, if they're too young, is you doing their rebuys for them. And if they are old enough, then you are teaching them about this new industry, this new business, and they can rebuy for themselves and learn the processes themselves. Okay? In 12 months, that package was 7,500. It's now what? 16,958. Okay? Before you move on, in 600 days, which is still possible for a young kid, all right? With this package, in 600 days, that is like a year and a half, that package of 7,500 that we were laughing at right now, it's now paying 87,000 rand. Let's give that a round of applause. All right, so what I just showed you is that even the minimum package, if you have time on your side, then you can find benefits that will enable you to enjoy each and any package that you have. So the next package in our list is the 1,200 H&D package, okay? Now this package is about plus minus 23,500. Yabona ke ngoku, what you are going to do right there in that seat, as I go per slide, visualize your goals, your dreams. That's what happens when I present. As I go through these slides, you are going to be looking at these packages, choosing the one that you think is going to be more suitable for your dreams. Because here you can turn those dreams into attainable goals. I know some of us, our dreams have expired. Here, you have an opportunity to reactivate those dreams. I used to say that when I was a kid, when I see each and every luxurious car that's out there, if I see a Ferrari, that's my car. If I see a BMW, that's my car. If I see a double, triple store, house, home, villa, penthouse, that's my home. And of course, kids laugh at each other, all right? Now, as you started going to school, going to post-graduation, going to work for somebody, all those dreams just expired. This thing is not even possible. Now you are settling for a quid. Ne? From a BMW, a Ferrari, to a Jigelez. Just take me from sport A to sport B, I'll be fine. Ne? Now what I'm saying is that those dreams can be reactivated. Okay? All you need in life is network, access, a reliable cash flow project. Right? You just found one here. You can, look, network marketing doesn't even have to be your thing. Your thing could be real estate properties. But you go to a bank, the banks don't want you. They look at you, they look at your statements, they see that you are unfit for us to borrow you money. Now your dreams are gone. You go look for another dream. All right? This particular industry does not discriminate. It does not look at your bank statements. All it requires is your startup package. Choose one. Then on top of that, you look for inside of you a will to want to succeed. Okay? That's all you need. Don't have to be a matriculant, you can work anywhere, but starting this as a sideline business that can potentially grow you to an income. So let's take a look at this 1,200 H&D package.